Good evening and welcome to the Action News 5 Digital Desk Nighttime. I'm meteorologist Ron Childers along with my sidekick over here, Lydian Canine.
Hello.
We've not been on the streaming platform for a couple of nights, and
Yeah, I know. What's
I've
up
done
with that?
Facebook. You weren't here. I don't know how to work all of this. They put it all in here and said, "There you go, Ron." I said, "I need Lydian." And you're back. It's good to have you back. Did you have a nice
thank
day of
you.
R&R yesterday?
I did. It was also a beautiful day. Me and my fiance went bike riding. The weather was just beautiful for that.
That's so nice. I need a bike ride. I could use that. I really could. Well, I tell you what, we've got some great bike riding weather coming our way, but
yeah?
it was a little frosty in parts of the Mid-South this morning. Had a little patchy frost.
Yeah, it was chilly.
Yeah. You know what? Cold is probably the better word to describe it. Just downright cold. And I think it's going to be even colder in the morning. And as a matter of fact, check this out, Lydian. We've got another frost advisory, this time for all of eastern Arkansas, all of northern Mississippi, much of West Tennessee into Middle Tennessee. Now, this includes Shelby and McNairy counties, but we've also got a freeze warning. Yeah, look at this. Fayette, Hardeman, Tipton, Lauderdale, Dyer, Crockett, Haywood, McNairy County, Gibson County, you're all included in this up to the Kentucky line.
Looks like people are going to have to protect their plants tonight.
Oh, yeah. And I tell you what, if you have done any early planting and you live in those areas, we are looking at temperatures right at or possibly just below the freezing mark. So you may want to take a little time right now. You've still got a few hours left. It's going to go into effect at 3 a.m. So you may want to cover those plants. And if you brought any of your potted plants out on the porch or patio, you may want to cover those or bring them in tonight. I think once we always want to wait until April 15th to do any planting, outdoor gardening. That's just our safe period here in this zone, this part of the country. April 15th is usually our very last frost date. So
is that the same every year?
you know, it varies every year. Sometimes we'll see that last frost happen in May or in March, and then we warm up quickly. We've had frosts that take place in late April as well, but on average, right around April 15th here in the Mid-South. And there are some gardeners around the area will even say, don't plant anything until after the Masters tournament.
Wow.
So the Masters tournament, I think, is next weekend. So you wait until that point. Next weekend or weekend after, I forget. But
Gotcha.
There's a guideline for you. But if you like to get an early start on your planting, just know you're going to have those periods where you're going to have to cover those plants up. You want to see how cold it's going to get tonight?
I sure do.
Yeah, let's do it. Check it out. Let me show you this. We're going to fall to 32, I do believe, in Dyersburg, Trenton, Alamo, Brownsville, Summerville, Bolivar, and some of those surrounding communities around those areas may even fall as low as 30 to 31 degrees. So that's going to do some damage on plants. So if you've got seeds in the ground, you're in good shape. As long as they've not sprouted, you're fine. But if you've done any planting, and you live in those areas, I think we're certainly going to see frost there. Here in Memphis, we're going to fall to 36. There could be a little patchy frost around parts of Shelby County, especially in some of the lower lying areas. Northern Mississippi, for the most part, mid-30s, but I could see a couple of areas dropping to around 32. Again, low-lying areas where that colder air will sink and just kind of hang in place there. And then you get into eastern Arkansas, mid-30s there. So the potential, the chance of frost, it exists in those areas, but I think where that freeze warning is in place for overnight is perfect, and that is primarily West Tennessee. We're also going to have a light north wind, so that also contributes to the potential for a little frost to develop. It's going to be mostly clear tonight. Memphis is going to drop to about 36 for a low. So, Lydian, what do I always say?
Get the app.
Get the app, get the app, get the Action News 5 First Alert Weather app. It's free, it's for Apple and Android products. Cool thing about it, you're going to have the hour-by-hour forecast for your specific location. And you're also going to get updates from the Action News 5 First Alert Weather Team. And if you want to see that map with the overnight lows again, it's on the app right now. I just uploaded a video about an hour ago, so you'll find those overnight lows and temperatures there. So Anyway, we've got some good stuff to talk about on the web coming up a little later on too, Lydia. And didn't you
Yeah,
pull
we
some
do.
good stories for us?
Yeah.
You want to do the weather first, and then we'll talk about what's hot on the web.
Sure, let's go for it.
All right, here we go. Let's do it. So let me move ahead because I do want to show you what's influencing our weather pattern here in the Mid-South. It's high pressure. This high has really it's just driving colder air from the northern tier of the U.S. right into the Mid-South. We've even seen snow around Minnesota, around the Great Lakes region. So there's a lot of cold air in the upper Midwest and the upper Mississippi River Valley. That's all being driven right here in the Mid-South tonight. Now that high is going to skirt south late tonight. That'll keep the skies mostly clear. And then it starts to make a move to the east tomorrow, and that will allow a southerly flow in the area. Fortunately, we're not dealing with anything in the way of precipitation. We've got a few clouds out there, but a dry pattern in place, and I think it's going to be dry straight through the end of the week and the weekend. So good news there, but we will start to see some clouds coming into play as we get into the weekend. In the meantime, from now until about midnight, we're going to be low to mid 40s for most areas, but that coldest part of the day is going to occur between 6 and 7 a.m. That's when we're going to find our coldest temperatures in the area. This is showing temps right around the mid 30s for most areas by 7, 38 in Memphis. Then we get into the afternoon, we're going to warm up. Still going to be below average. The average high is 68. We only hit 60 today. I think we'll get in the mid 60s for many areas tomorrow, and that includes Memphis and Shelby County. But by 2 in the afternoon, we may find mid 60s already down around parts of North Mississippi, especially along and south of Highway 278 there. By 7 in the evening, not a drastic drop in temps. We'll be in the upper 50s near 60. So if you want to get out for a little walk, just cruise the neighborhood. Should have some good weather for it. It's going to be mostly clear tomorrow night. It will be chilly, but not as drastically cold. And high temperatures tomorrow. This is some really nice spring weather tomorrow. Good day for a bike ride, Lydia.
Should go on another.
Yeah, you're going to have to do it before you go to work because I need you back here tomorrow night, all right? Mid 60s for much of West Tennessee, right around 65. North Mississippi, 65 to 66. And notice most temperatures within a degree or two of the area. We call that a homogeneous air mass parked right over the area. In other words, everybody, no matter where you are in the Mid-South, is going to enjoy a very similar type day. So mid 60s, plenty of sun, and I think it's going to be sunny throughout from about 7 in the morning all the way till 7 in the evening. Should be right around 37 at 7 in Memphis. We get in the upper 50s at noon, then we're back in the low to mid 60s at 3 and 5, and right around 61 at 7 in the evening. Our high tomorrow should hit 65, a warmer day, but still a couple of degrees below the average. And that wind, VAR at 5, you want to take a guess at what that means?
What?
Variable at about 5 miles per hour. So we'll likely start the morning with the wind out of the northeast wind, and then as the day progresses, it shifts around a little bit to the west, and then as we get into late afternoon, we should have a southwesterly wind in place. So we get through the day tomorrow, then we're going to hit 70 on Friday. You've got to love that. 70 degrees Friday. Saturday, 75, and we're going to get to 78 Sunday. I've got forecast models even showing the potential for 80 degrees in many areas on Monday. Right now, we're going to hedge our bets because I think we're going to have clouds in play for the end of the weekend and the start to next week. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we're back in the 60s, so it should be about 68 on Tuesday, 64 on Wednesday. But with that also comes a chance for some rain. Now, let me focus on the Easter weekend. You got big weekend plans, Lydia?
Just, Easter with family.
That's good. It's good. Always a fun time to get together. And you just want to make nice weather. Dry conditions make for a great gathering anytime. So on Saturday, breezy, mild, mid-70s. I do believe it's going to be mostly cloudy. It may even be overcast on Easter Sunday. But even if it's cloudy, if you wake up, don't worry, it's not going to rain. We're going to have a dry pattern in place. We're looking at a south wind at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, so everybody will be able to wear their new Easter outfits or the Easter best. Did you get Easter outfits when you were a kid?
I did.
Yeah.
My mom loved to dress all of us up.
Yep.
It was definitely an occasion. We would go out shopping specifically for our Easter outfit for the year.
Did too.
Yeah.
And all the excitement, you know, you
Oh,
lay it
yes.
out on Saturday night. Oh, I got my Easter clothes. We
Yeah.
did that when I was a kid, and I did it with Emily too when she was younger. But everybody with their Easter outfits, I think you're going to be able to wear that with no problems, no raincoats, no coats on top either. So some Easters get a little chilly. This one's going to be a warm and nice one. So Easter egg hunts and whatever you're doing, gathering with family, going to church services, it should be good. And I think the sunrise services for Easter, a lot of churches have that early morning sunrise service.
Right.
Maybe not so much in the way of a sunrise, but it will be dry right around 7 a.m. as the sun is coming up Easter Sunday.
That's good.
Now, after that, though, the precipitation trend starts to jump up a little bit. Slight chance on Monday. I really think Tuesday is going to be a better chance for rain. Forecast models kind of going back and forth a little bit right now. Let me show you this one. This is a European forecast model for next Tuesday, all right? So next Tuesday morning, there could be a few stray showers to our south. This is the European forecast model. The GFS forecast model is much more active, but I really like the way this one's playing out and has been trending over the last few days, so that's why I'm showing you that. And also because, well, it just shows a little less in the way of rainfall too, but I think this is likely going to be the way it ends up. By 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the real focus should be to our east, and then that will lead to a drier evening Tuesday night. And all forecast models in pretty good agreement that any precip that does develop will be out of here by Tuesday night, and that will leave behind a dry pattern for Wednesday. But in the meantime, dry and cold tonight. So there it is again, the frost advisory, 3 a.m. to 9 a.m., all of eastern Arkansas, all of northern Mississippi, Shelby and McNairy counties in West Tennessee in the Action News 5 coverage area, but a freeze warning for Dyersburg, Ripley, Covington, Somerville, Bolivar, Brownsville. If you live in those areas, even Jackson, Tennessee, and Trenton, Tennessee, under that freeze warning. So, what do you think, Lydia? Did we cover it all?
I think so. Did you say to get the app?
I said get the app. Get the Action News 5 app.
see.
Hey, did anybody have questions? Because we're streaming on Facebook too. So if anybody's got questions on that, did you see anything there?
I'm not seeing any comments.
Okay, good deal. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Hopefully we covered everything, but if you are watching on Facebook and you've got a question, leave it there. But right now, let's leave it to Lydian because you got some pretty good web stories going for us
Yes,
too,
I do.
right?
Where to start? So, well, tomorrow morning we have, we just spoke about Easter coming up. Well, we have a bunch of volunteers with Feed the Needy who are getting together tomorrow morning to provide meals for thousands of Mid-Southerners tomorrow morning for
Nice.
Easter, to prepare for Easter. And we have a story with more on our website.
Where will they be?
They will be meeting at the Bayer Building on Jackson Avenue.
Okay.
They have like a warehouse facility. It's in a partnership with MSCS. And they will be packing nearly 3,400 Easter boxes with all that food.
I love that.
So yeah.
There is no reason anyone, anywhere in this country, especially and in this community or country, should go hungry any day of the week. Unfortunately, hunger is a huge problem here in the city of Memphis and for our nation. But to know that we've got groups like this working hard, 134,000 pounds of food. That's a lot of food. That's going to feed a lot of people. That's going to make for a happy Easter for a bunch of folks. So good news
wonderful
there.
work.
And
from
maybe
Feed
some
the
boiled
Needy.
eggs in there too.
Oh
huh?
yes, I want to
That'd
know
be
what's going
fun.
in those boxes. So hopefully we can send someone tomorrow morning
Good
to
deal.
see what they're doing. But yeah, let's check out another story. We talked about this earlier today, but in Lakeland,
If you
someone
live in,
struck gold.
Yeah, if you live in Lakeland and you bought a lottery ticket for the lottery, the drawing was what, yesterday?
Yes.
Was it yesterday? So if you bought a lottery ticket for what was a Powerball, check your ticket. Somebody won $100,000.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. That'll buy you a nice vacation, or maybe even an addition to your house. So $100,000. How many times you bought a lottery ticket and just kind of left it there?
Never
Oh, wow,
left
okay.
it. I don't understand how you could forget a lottery ticket.
I usually get a lottery ticket every time I go to the dry cleaners on Saturday. I'll just, a couple of bucks, I'll get a lottery ticket, and then I just shove it in my car, and I forget about it.
Oh,
and
no,
so,
Ron. You can't do that. You can be one of the people in the stories who, the unclaimed ticket.
Exactly, and that may very well be the case. So far, I think all I've ever won on the lottery is $4. And I think if I saved all the money that I've spent on lottery tickets, it would be like if I won the lottery. that may be it. But check your lottery tickets. And there were some people who hit in right around Chattanooga.
Yes.
There was a little lottery cluster over there.
Yes.
About 3 or 4 people hit.
Yes. Cleveland and Chattanooga, and then Hickson, Tennessee. So.
What's going on there? So if you're driving through Chattanooga, get a lottery ticket.
Yes.
And by the way, nobody's hit the $1.1 billion Mega Millions.
You need to check your ticket in your car.
And I think Powerball is up there tonight too. So
gotcha.
Wow, that's something else.
Yes.
What else we got here?
All right. Well, there's something I really want to show you. This is on our Facebook. We have more information on our website.
This is just gross.
Would you try this? It's a hot dog flavored seltzer. 7-Eleven is going to be rolling them out soon.
Who would have even thought?
That's a genius.
Okay, so when you put a hot dog, if you heat up a hot dog in a microwave, you get it on a little plate there will usually be a little hot dog water.
Oh,
there,
yeah, the juice.
The juice of the hot dog. What do you do? Do you drink that, Lydia, or do you toss it out?
Of course. Are you going to waste it?
Yeah, I waste it. I toss that out.
Put it in a cup, add a straw.
Even Meg, our EP, is over there going, so gross.
It's a tasty treat. You're missing out on.
We may have to get some of that, Meg, just to try.
You don't know it until you try it.
Maybe we could get some hot dog water and have maybe some mustard and ketchup chips to go with it.
Speaking of mustard and ketchup, they're going to have 2 different flavors, a mustard variety and a ketchup variety.
At some point, we just have to stop. We do.
No, this is innovation that excites, Ron.
It's going to be interesting to find out how many of those are sold.
I'm going to have them shipped here to Memphis, and we're going to all try them here in the newsroom.
Okay. All right. I will take a sip. I will take a sip. All right.
All right.
What else you got? Is that it?
I got a couple more. I know we're kind of running out of time, but I do want to share this story.
Okay.
The Punxsutawney Phil and his wife, Phyllis.
I didn't know Punxsutawney had a wife. Phyllis and Phil.
Phyllis and Phil. Well, they're welcoming 2 baby Phil hogs.
So twins. It's
babies,
twins.
Groundhog babies. Now, I wish they had photos of the groundhog babies, but we didn't get those.
That's the photo they use every year, whether he sees his shadow or not. What does that groundhog got? A 30% accuracy rating. And so, all right, so now Phyllis and Punxsutawney Phil have 2 baby groundhogs. I just wonder if they're going to carry on in the family business of forecasting whether or not spring will come around.
Groundhog legacy.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. Well, hey, I think that's going to wrap it up for us. You got any final comments tonight, Lydia?
No questions, though.
We got some good stuff working on Action News 5 at 10. Joe Birch, Joy Redmond going to be along with that tonight. We'll have reports also from Joyce Peterson and Bria Bolden on stories they're working on. And, of course, we'll recap the news. Doc Holliday is going to be along with Sports LeBron in town tonight at FedEx Forum, playing the Lakers playing the Grizzlies. And I really hope there are more Grizzlies fans at the game than Lakers fans. That's always just keep going. Anyway, pull for the Grizzlies. That's our team, you guys. That's going to wrap it up for us. Lydia, any final comments?
No. Yeah, except from me. Get the app.
Get the app. Get the Action News 5 app. And by the way, I do want to push the Action News 5 app on Amazon Fire, Roku, and Apple TV. So if you have one of those streaming devices, go to the App Store there and download the Action News 5 app. You'll get all of our newscasts. There are also special reports, a whole bunch of other great content. You can watch Gina Neely's Bluff City Life on there. Just a whole host of great content on that app. So check it out, and the best thing about it, it's free. But again, get that Action News 5 First Alert Weather app too. Hey, that's going to wrap it up for us. For Lydia and Kaneen, I'm meteorologist Ron Childers. I'll see you tonight on Action News 5 at 10. You guys have a great night. And we'll do this again, what do you say, tomorrow night? Same time? Same place?
Yes.
Let's do it. All right.
Thank you for watching.